Miss Lightfoot has been doing voodoo on the black community.
I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom, and he smokes with cigarettes. I yanked the thing. It's fun to do bad things, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
Ever since the days of Letary and Milton. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another very special episode of the Donald J. Trump podcast. Numbers are through the roof. All the companies that we're promoting, they're doing so well. I gotta tell you, a lot of people say, Donald, how do you do it? You're 76 years old. You're running. You have the FBI, the CIA, all the haters and losers against you, but you stay so strong. My answer is I smoke a delicious Patriot cigar. And as some of you may know, I'm sure a lot of you do, regular watchers, I went to rehab for them because I got so addicted. But you know what? I know how to, we call it moderation. I learned how to do moderation. Moderation's never been a good thing for me. I say, how much gold do you want? All the gold on earth. How many diamonds do you want in your staircase, in your watch? All the diamonds. But I learned moderation because you know what? If you're going to be completely abstinent, then you're like a loser, right? Nobody likes the guy at the party, and I never had a drink in my life because I don't need it. But a lot of people, normal people, do. Nobody likes the boring guy. Oh, I'm just going to be in the corner not drinking. And like I said, I don't drink, but I'm not normal. Normal people, the guy who doesn't drink, they're missing out on life. They're missing out because they choose not to drink. And I'm choosing to smoke cigars in moderation, right? We call it moderation. And link in the bio, we got promo code DJTPod. That's promo code DJTPod. They're hand-rolled in Nicaragua. You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. And they got these great hats. I mean, it's tremendous. Wonderful company. You got to check them out. But folks, we've got a lot to get to today. Don't forget to smash the like button. You got to smash it. Gen Z, right? We call it Gen Z. You got to smash it. You have to click subscribe. You got to subscribe. And you got to hit the notification bell because, like I always say, the haters and losers, the people in charge, they don't like Trump. They don't like this podcast. They don't want the truth getting out there. And we've got a lot of truth coming today. We've got some very damning information on DeSanctimonious. We've got some documents here. I'm actually going to read them to you right now. This is a quote from DeSanctimonious Ron. Some people call him Rob. Some people call him Meatball. I would never do that, but there's a lot of people are out there saying he kind of, you could call it resemble. You could say he looks like. You could say you ordered a meatball parmesan to the table and the waiter comes and you look down in the plate and it's DeSanctimonious. But look, this is a quote. I've been talking about how Ron is a homosexual, and look, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, I'm looking right at the camera. It's the month. It's the month for Ron's people. There's a lot of parades. There's a lot of colors. There's a lot of letters. For some reason, Ron doesn't want to associate with his own people, but this is a quote from Ron here. We'll have the editor. That's my editor. Look at my editor. Great editor. We're going to have him edit out the obscenities, and there's lots of obscenities here. So if you have children, really anything under the age of, let's say, 15, you got to let them out of the room because this is some disturbing stuff. This is a quote from Ron. That's right. Ron DeSantis, right? He changed it. DeSantis. I, Ron DeSantis, am not only gay, I'm really, really gay. I love lots of dicks. I love them in my asshole, in my mouth. Many at the same time. You could call it you could call it whatever you want, but I like lots of them. I like to have them on my at. You know what? I'm going to skip over the next because it's just so dirty. You people don't want to hear it, but it has to be heard. It has to be heard. Somebody needs to expose the truth. I love them all in my. I like getting with them. I like when they put it in my and it sort of almost like that. Such a horror. And I like all different colors, especially the African-American ones, because they're larger, more stamina, lots of. I mean, I can't believe this. And knowing the fact that my opponent, Donald J. Trump, does so well with the African-Americans, for some reason it turns me on even more. And I hope my wife, Casey, doesn't find out. But really, at a certain point, I don't even care because the thrill, the sexual thrill that I feel by getting in in every part of my having them all in turns me on. I mean, I can't go. This is sick. This is some sick stuff. And once again, so the alphabet community knows I don't judge. What you want to do behind closed doors is behind closed doors, but you see a lot with the trans now and the Dylan Mulvaney, the radical left Democrats, they're creating a machine. They're creating a machine where they want to they create new Dylan Mulvaneys. You remember popcorn? Now everybody does microwave, but back in the day, you had the little pieces of popcorn, the little seeds, and you would put them in a thing and it would go pop, 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 unbelievable pops, and the popcorn would just shoot out. There was also, like, I could compare it to a game, Hungry Hippos, okay? And you'd bash the hippo, the hungry hippo, and then another hippo would come out, and it would almost seem like unlimited, like they would come out of everywhere. You could also liken it to the Titanic. They saw the iceberg, bing, bing, bing. Next thing you know, water was coming out, water was flooding, people were trying to get out. The same thing, they're creating a machine, a clone machine, AI, artificial intelligence clone of Dylan Mulvaney's. Right now, there's only one Dylan Mulvaney, but the radical left, they want to create many unlimited Dylan Mulvaneys to drink all the Bud Light that didn't get sold. And so it's a horror. And I have a great relationship with Caitlin. Caitlin, I just sent out a Cameo for Father's Day. As you know, I'm on Cameo. I'm wishing all the fathers happy Father's Day. Link in the bio. You'll get a personal Father's Day message from your favorite president, Donald Trump. But it's not good what's happening. It's not good. And look, I have nothing against the gay people, but let's have it like it was 10, 15 years ago, right? The gays were over there, the straights were over here, and everything was great. But now you got people with an agenda like Biden, who wants the Dylan Mulvaney machine. You got DeSanctimonious, who can't even come out and say he's gay. If I was gay, I would just come out and say I was gay. I would be gay very strongly. I wouldn't be saying all the crude, disgusting things that Ron was saying and that shit. I mean, I can't believe it. But you know what? I can't believe a lot of things these days because we're being treated very unfairly. Every other day there's a new opponent. People I thought I trusted running against me. Can you believe it? You got Chris Christie, who, by the way, fat guy, big guy. I mean, we could all lose a few pounds, but Chris Christie, who was the governor of New Jersey, great place, New Jersey, couldn't stop eating. And there's a lot of people saying, I was at a meeting with Rudy the other day, he said, a lot of the votes from 20, and YouTube just changed the rules. We could talk about the election. They say we could question unfairness, but I don't know. They have an agenda. They don't like Trump, but there's a lot of people saying that Chris Christie ate a lot of the votes from Pennsylvania. As you know, Pennsylvania, Jersey's over here. You can call it cigar. Nice, golden, beautiful Pennsylvania's over here. They border. We call it border, like our southern border. Rape and murder pouring in, horrible. But Chris Christie came over the border and decided to gobble down a lot of the votes, but he's saying Donald Trump, there's a clip of him saying he never loses, and then he's like boasting about him losing. He's like, I lose, and it's like it's supposed to be like he's claiming that I lied about never losing. I don't lie. Donald Trump doesn't lie. All I do is I win and I tell the truth, okay? I believe very strongly in the Bible. I think Jesus said, win and tell the truth. Those were two of the big messages, and I know the messages. The cross, unbelievable cross, nailed, lots of blood, and I'm suffering too. But like I said, one Patriot cigar a day makes the suffering go away. That was good. That's almost like a Dr. Seussian level, which is what Dr. Seuss was heavily inspired. The book Winners Aren't Losers, link in bio. We're going to get to that. We're going to show the clip I read to the African-American children, which we showed last week. But I want to take it a step. Ooh. Oh, my God. I'm so enthusiastic. I'm knocking things over. I want to show clip because those children were almost shot to death. The African-American children were almost shot to death by Lightfoot. We call her Lori. I exposed it. The mainstream media won't talk about it, but Lori Lightfoot is killing black children, black rappers, black everything. But also, we took it even a step further. We have very bigly personal private investigators investigating, and they're working on my behalf in the persecutions, the witch hunts on me. They're digging up things on a lot of people. There's so much dishonesty happening. But you've got Lori Lightfoot actually not just murdering young black men, particularly rappers, all over the place. You look at P&B Rock. You look at a lot of the people that were shot. Juice WRLD. A lot of the people. I forget the other guy's name. He was the guy who was dating that chick who refused to kiss the Jewish guy in that interracial movie with Eddie Murphy. She was dating this guy. Nipsey Hussle. Lori Lightfoot murdered Nipsey Hussle. But we actually found out even more. First, let me show you this clip of the African-American children real quick. And then I'll tell you the real truth about Lori, because it's much more disturbing than we'd even thought prior, okay? Take a look real quick. Take a look.
Fake news. Turn around and look at that. Call it the fake news.
Fake news.
Call it the Messiah. Read from that book, Messiah. Read from the book.
We're reading about Messiah.
Winners aren't losers.
Winners do deals and winners get rich.
And show the camera.
Show them what it says.
That's Trump.
That's right. Unbelievable.
While Sam's with
I'm gonna do the dance. Come out.
Y'all doing Trump dance. Y'all doing Trump
So many
dance.
deals. We love the chance.
There you have it. There I was promoting this great book, Winners Aren't Losers. But I was also tutoring, I was teaching the black children, African-American children of color how to read. You know, the kid there, what the heck was his name? Messiah didn't know how to read. Donald Trump was teaching him how to read, and I'm a busy guy. I'm running for president. I'm fighting these bogus charges from Fat Alvin, but I'm also taking time off to teach underprivileged children from the ghetto, from the hood, how to read, okay? That's how good of a person I am. I don't boast about it. I don't say, oh, look at me doing charity work, but I don't see it as charity because I have a tremendous respect for the black people. But Lori Lightfoot was nearby. She was watching in a car, blacked out SUV with the tints in the window. She had binoculars. She was looking with a rifle by her side. She wanted to murder those beautiful children. And but it goes even darker. Like I mentioned, Lori, Miss Lightfoot, not just shooting black people. Lori has taken up voodoo. You've heard of voodoo, right? Witchcraft and wizardry. You could call it Harry Potter. You could call it whatever you want. I think it's a lot big, very big in the Caribbean. If you look at it, they say, give me the head of a chicken. Give me the blood of a virgin. We'll mix it all together. Throw some curried plantains on top. And they do spells. And Lori, because I always wondered, I said, look at my policies. We're helping the African-American community. We're helping everybody. We're selling Patriot cigars. We're selling these books. We're selling everything. You look at the rap snacks I sold, through the roof. I said, why is there still problems in the black community under the leadership of Donald Trump? And the reason is Lori Lightfoot was doing voodoo to destroy the black community. And my people are telling me Miss Lightfoot has been doing voodoo on the black community ever since the days of Latarian Milton. Those of you of a certain age, you might remember Latarian. Early to mid-2000s, he was a kid. He stole his grandmother's SUV. Let's roll the clip. We call it Roll the Clip. Take a look.
Latarian Milton is not your typical 7-year-old. Few his age have ever driven an SUV up and down several busy streets. It all started at his mother's townhouse. Latarian says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
When I came through the back door, I looked on the counter, my keys were gone.
I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom, and then I saw him and had my friend come in, and he smokes with cigarettes.
He started the vehicle and put it into gear.
I yanked the thing.
And off they went, two 7-year-olds alone on the road. Latarian drove several miles through Lake Park and Palm Beach Gardens.
We got the one call that I told you about of a driver in the vehicle who looked too short to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Along the way, he ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars in a Costco parking lot, and struck 2 moving cars near Walmart.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things, to drive into a car.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
It all ended on Investment Lane and Consumer Drive. That's where Latarian hit the curb and sideswiped the sign. The SUV took most of the beating, snapping off one of his axles and wheels. a grandmother's rage.
I want to whip his behind. That's what I want to do right now. If I thought they wouldn't take me to jail, I'd whip his behind right now.
You don't think he should be punished for all of this?
Just a little bit no video games for a whole weekend.
And one unusual story for police.
Are you sorry? You understand that now your grandma's going to have to pay to have those cars fixed because you hit those cars.
Can my mom help her?
Well, there you have it, the tragic story of Latarian Milton. And I said to my people, I want you to look into Latarian. I want you to find him. I want to see how he's doing now. Turned out just a few years later, he was viciously murdered in the street by none other than former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. It's such a disgrace. And when I get back in there, I'm not going to let these things happen on my watch. That I can tell you. But we also, hang on, excuse me? Hang on, we're getting a message from my producer, my wonderful producer right there, Aric Grooms, great guy. He's telling me Messiah, young Messiah, the beautiful African-American boy that I was teaching how to read, also just tragically passed away. What was that? Eaten by former New Jersey Governor Christie. Oh my goodness. Moment of silence for both Messiah and Latarian. Moment of silence. There we go. Wow, what a moment of silence. I mean, as far as moments of silence go, that was a good one. But Father, Son, Holy Spirit, please, God, please, I hope you're watching over young Latarian who never had a chance under the horror of the murder, the horrible murder from Lori Lightfoot. Such a horror. And then little Messiah, boy, you know what? I'm getting a little emotional. I was just teaching him his ABCs and really his 1, 2, 3s because he couldn't count either. But I was teaching him all the education, right? Because education is fundamental, right? It's fundamental. Hooked on phonics. I told him you got to get hooked on phonics, okay? A lot of kids are getting hooked on crack and the opioids. You look at it, but you got to get hooked on phonics. Tragically eaten by Christie, such a horror. And you better believe if I debate him, if I choose to go to the debates, if he even, you got to get 1% to the vote. I don't even think he's going to be, excuse me, I don't even think he's going to be in the room. But if he is, I will certainly bring up the vicious homicide by food, homicide by appetite, I guess you could call it. It's a felony, and we're going to bring it up. He's a murderer, horrible person, and he ate the votes too. This guy will eat anything. He'll eat dinner, and he'll say, "Ooh, can I eat the? Can I get the kitchen table?" If I sent him a box of Patriot cigars, he wouldn't smoke them. He'd eat the cigars. Wow, that's my desanctimonious impression. Ooh, oh boy, wow, that wasn't fun. Desanctimonious. That's what he would do too. Donald Trump does. I smoke these things in moderation. Promo code DJTPod, link in bio. But I do it in moderation because, like I said, I do everything bigly. So I tried the cigars, never smoked in my life. I always tell the kids, no alcohol, no cigarettes, no cigars. But I tried it because Alan, great guy. I said, I got to try him, and I got addicted. But I fought the addiction, and now I smoke them in moderation. We call it moderation, and it's great. It's a great thing. And also, this book is very special to me, especially now that we just found out Messiah passed away. This book holds even more resonance in my heart. I have a big, beautiful heart. And also, I've got a big, beautiful brain. Big, beautiful heart, big, beautiful brain. Trump brain, only 7 easy payments of $69.99.79. You could figure out the math. And this book holds an extra special place in my heart. Look at that book. And that's why we have a show, because we could talk straight to the people. Look at you beautiful people. Because the fake news, they don't want to cover this stuff. They would never cover the fact that Christie's eating votes and black children. Lori Lightfoot, you look at Mike Pence, running against me from a tent. He's homeless now. He's living in a tent in Austin, Texas, stealing food out of the dumpster from Terry Black's. If you've ever been to Austin, Terry Black's, the best barbecue in the world. They have to put a security guard by the dumpster at night. And they put rat traps. They also put a Mike Pence trap because they found him. They call it dumpster diving. It's people, they dive in the dumpster. This guy, what is fall from grace? He went from Vice President of the United States in the greatest administration of all time, to dumpster diving in the parking lot of Terry Black's in Austin, Texas. It's such a disgrace. But we pray for Mike, right? We pray for Mike. Because unlike Mike, I'm an actual Christian person. So we pray for Mike, and we pray that he finds help and that he gets over his crack addiction, because Mike Pence is addicted to crack cocaine. It's not good, okay? Look into it. But we want to expose more horrors caused in the black community by Lori Lightfoot. She wants the black people to look bad. She wants them to get on the news and look stupid. That's Lori's whole thing. That's what she does with the voodoo. She throws the chicken head in the pot. She has a cauldron with her wife, her white lesbian wife, and they dance naked together, and they do this all to destroy the black community. There was another famous viral video, the leprechaun in Alabama, and I want to show you, Lori. This is all the handwork of Lori Lightfoot. Take a look.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun. NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff, and it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, it's still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold at. I want the gold. Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
People will do anything for a pot of gold. I mean, anything.
You know what I like? I like the amateur sketch of the leprechaun.
Yeah,
it looks like somebody got a really good look at it and got that good drawing out there.
Who did that? I want to know who sketched that.
I don't know. Maybe Brian sketched it.
Doodling.
That was a good story.
Well, folks, there you have it. They don't want the media. They don't want the black people to look good. They want them to look bad, but it's all orchestrated by a spell done, a sick spell by Lori Lightfoot. And if you look at it, a lot of the crime happening in the inner cities, a lot of the twerking on top of cars at Black Bike Week in Myrtle Beach, a lot of the things, a lot of the smash and grabs, it's all orchestrated by Lori. So I think the only way to fix the African American community is to put a stake through the heart of the problem. And I'm not advocating violence, but Lori Lightfoot needs to be brought to justice. She needs to be brought to justice. They want to charge Donald Trump. We need to charge Lori, right? We're going to do it. We're going to do it legally. We're not just going to go around killing people like Lori does. We're going to do it through the system. And, you got to work within the system, right? Because they charged me in New York. I didn't want to come in. I could have gone Scarface, bang, 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 come at me. Giant pile of white powder. But no, I went in. I'm going to do it the right way. And they're not fighting dirty. They're not fighting clean, but that's okay. Because you know what? We're going to win, and we're going to win so big because I have it up here. We call it the power of positive thinking. That's how I have the strength to do all this stuff. And we're doing it very bigly, okay? And you know what? That's how we're going to continue to win. They say indictment. They want to indict me again. They want to indict. We call it avalanche of indictments. It's hailing. Is it hailing? Frozen white snow stuff? No. It's hailing indictments, but we're strong, and we can take it. And the guy, we call him Doppelganger, Jason Scoop. He does a great, terrific impression of me. I've been watching him. I've been watching him very strongly. He's doing a lot of things out there. He's we hear he's hosting a podcast as me. Can you believe it? I'm like, I got my own podcast. But then this guy, Jason Scoop, he's also hosting his own podcast, mirroring my podcast. It's a terrific world we live in, that people, it's a whole industry. Trump is a whole industry, that I can tell you. But he's doing very well. And he tells me, because we talk, and we talk very strongly. He said, if you get indicted again, I'll be there too, because he was in New York. He said, we'll show a terrific clip. He was doing a great job on my behalf outside of the courthouse. But he said, if you're indicted federally for these bogus documents, you look at the documents, Biden's drowning in documents. Obama, Bush, they all have documents. Clinton's got documents. They're all covered in some gooey white stuff, but not good. You look at it, you talk to Monica. It's such a disgrace, but my documents were clean. And they were treated so good. They were fake. They were declassified. We call it declassified. But take a look at this guy, Jason Scoop. I say, if I get indicted federally, he's going to be right outside that courthouse filming the most terrific content you've ever seen. That I can tell you. If you look at the numbers, he got billions and billions of views that day. You got this one got 6 million. This one got 5 million. This one got 450,000. It was terrific. It was on Inside Edition with Santos, who he then went on to meet. They became BFFs. But take a look at this little clip we're going to show you. Take a look.
Hello, sir. You kind of look like Jeb Bush. Look at this guy. Does he look like Jeb? Look, camera guy. Come here, camera guy. Come, let the young lady let him through. I'm being interviewed by Sleepy Jeb. I'm sorry. I'm being interviewed by Low Energy Jeb right here. What's your question?
Well, I'm a Czech reporter. I'm not a politician.
He's a Czech reporter. Okay.
And so...
Sorry, I thought you were this guy called Jeb! Exclamation point.
Okay, so why did you come to the court today?
I came here because I'm legally... they want to arrest me. Okay.
And what do you think about it?
I mean, I'm being treated so unfairly. Okay. I had sex with one woman and now I'm here, right? I can sympathize with Bill, right? You know what happened with Bill? He's from the Czech. He doesn't know what happens here in America, but a lot of things, and I'm in a little bit of trouble, but we're gonna get out. Okay, we're gonna get out. And we're gonna get out so fast it'll make your head spin. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna call this guy Jeb. That's my nickname for him. Jeb from the Czech Republic. Unbelievable. And who?
That's a funny guy. He's doing terrific work. But folks, once again, don't forget to click like, smash the like button, subscribe, comment. You gotta comment. Let the people know what you think of this episode and all the episodes. If you look at the numbers, we keep growing and we're doing terrific. If you look at the analytics, we're winning with men, we're winning with women. We're winning with the highly educated. We're winning with the poorly educated. We love the poorly educated. We're winning so bigly with them and really with everybody, if you want to know the truth. But don't forget to support by liking, sharing, subscribing. We're doing great things. And, Tucker's back on Twitter. He had a great show. CNN, they get maybe 200,000 viewers prime time. Tucker on Fox was averaging 4 million a night. On Twitter, apparently. And, Twitter, we don't like Twitter because they kicked me off. We might come back. We're looking into it. We're looking for the right timing, right? Everything is timing. 48 laws of power. Got to know the right timing. That's what DeSanctimonious doesn't get. I think that, that... the guy's a loser. But look, we're going to be back. But Tucker, he did great. I was watching. I watch everything. I watch over everything like a hawk. And he didn't do the laugh, right? He didn't do the laugh. The laugh is the one thing that I don't love about Tucker. Just worse than Kamala, but he did great on Twitter. He's been living, as you know, at the safe house at Mar-a-Lago because they want to kill him. They want him dead. Fox wants him dead. The FBI wants him dead. The CIA wants me dead. They all want me dead too, but, luckily I have the Secret Service and I have my big, beautiful brain protecting me even more than the Secret Service. I protect myself more than the Secret Service because they don't have the strength and stamina that Trump has. No, they do not. But we're winning big, and we're going to continue to win. And I want to close out this episode with a lovely clip, a great clip. Little Barron, he had to go to the bathroom. We were in the city doing some business, some bigly deals. And Barron had to go potty. He had to go to the bathroom, but not a number one. He had to do a number 2, so we were looking all over the place in New York. It can be tough to find a public restroom, and we're treated so unfairly. They don't like Trump. They don't like Patriot cigars. They don't like winners aren't losers. Look at that book. Look at that book. They don't like any of these things. So I had to find Barron a bathroom. Take a look.
Unbelievable. Excuse me, do you guys have a restroom? My son, little Barron Trump, he's got to go to the bathroom. We call it number 2, not a number 1. It's an emergency. Can he go? Can he go? Show the people, Cameron. They won't show that crowd. Look at that crowd. And the people know little Barron, he's got to go number 2.
There's a bathroom at Jollibee's next door if you want to go there.
At Jollibee's? There's a bathroom at Jollibee's next door. Come on. Look at this woman. We love you. So strongly. There we go. She looks like she's in Antifa, but she was very helpful. Come on, let's go to Jollibee's. Let's go to... Come on. He's got to put... Did you poo your pants? All right, come on. We got to go to Jollibee's. Let's go. Unbelievable. It's an anime character. Unbelievable. Come on. We call it anime. Come on, Barron, let's go. My little Barron's got to use the bathroom. Come here, sir. Come here. We love you. Come on. Come on, Barron. Barron's got to go number 2. Look at that food. We love that food. Unbelievable. Oh, look at this line. This line is such a disgrace. Show the line, cameraman. This line is so rigged. It's so rigged. My little Barron has to go number 2. He's got to poop. My son has to poop. You know what? You know what? Because I respect the people. The people. These are the people. All right. Come on, Daddy's got you. Let go. Daddy's got you. My son has to go number 2. My son, little Barron, has to poop. We gotta find him a bathroom. Come here. We do so well with the African Americans.
Good job.
Let's go with her. Let's go. No. Unbelievable. He stole my hair. Come here, kid. Come here. We love these people. They stole the hair. It was so rigged.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We do so well with the African Americans.
Well, there you go, folks. There you have it. And, we eventually found a bathroom for Barron on 44th. O'Donoghue's great Irish bar. I never drank, but great atmosphere in there, great live music. But we found Barron a place to go number 2. But as you can see, we brought the only Donald Trump could bring together Antifa, Japanese anime, the great negotiators, the Japanese, right? Asians in general, great negotiators. They're very smart. And that's not racist. It's just true. They're great, smart people. And really all the people, you look at the African Americans at the end, we play around. They stole the hair. I got it back. Great negotiation on my part, and really their part, if you want to know the truth, because they got on camera. They're stars. I'm a star. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Locker room talk. So, folks, thank you for watching episode 38. It's been real. And frankly, we're going to keep on winning. It's going to be great. Election season coming up. You've got a trial. You've got indictments. The fun is just beginning. Thank you for watching. So strong. Unbelievable. Have a great night.